Welcome back to By Way of Africa. Mario Matika here, and today I'm catching up with the guys from Leicester City, Wilfred Ndidi, and Patson Daka. Stay tuned. So can you talk about the cultural significance of football in your respective countries, in Zambia and Nigeria? What does the sport mean there, and how is it celebrated?
Well, for me, like the sports in Zambia, I think it's almost like a way of life. I think it helps a lot of people, it changes your life. A lot of people find joy and happiness in sports. The way it unites the nation. And also, I think it's one great way of um, that helps people to stay away from uh, maybe drug abuse or any other challenges that one can face. Like for me personally, I would say like football helped me a lot because instead of going to do something else like maybe drug abuse or something like that, I would find myself playing football, just being with the people I love, the people that enjoy spending time with. So it helped me a lot to just like uh, grow also as an individual because it teaches you a lot of uh, things, discipline, how to live with people, how to live with community. So yeah, I think sport also like just brings unity as well.
I love that. How about you, Wilfred?
Uh, for me, Nigeria sport, it actually unifies the country. To be honest, there's this unity. It doesn't matter where you're from, the tribe or anything. People don't see that as long as you just go for it. Like so many people gather to watch, and let's say, for example, if there's an election and then there's a tournament going on, let's say Nigeria is at the World Cup and there's an election that day and then there's game day, people would want to go watch football. That's how massive it is. Like I feel like it's a cultural thing. Every young lad, every kid wants to play football. So I feel like it's, as Patson said, he actually helping like staying away from some kind of things. When he was talking, I looked at him because he talked about himself because I was surprised. So because he's like a funny guy. So I didn't realize like he could actually think that way, if not for football. Uh, so that's why I was surprised. But in general, I think in Nigeria is really, really massive. And the support you could see like uh the support in sport in football is football especially is really, really massive, massive. Yeah.
Can you guys describe the sense of pride that you feel when you put on your country's home jersey? What does it symbolize for you personally?
I think like it's it's a privilege, like in Nigeria you have over like 200 million people and like coming to represent and put in the shirt is it's a privilege and you will never take it for granted. So even I get like goosebumps every game we play and we're singing the national anthem because for me as a child I used to like watch the guys who play and see how the whole community like go quiet when it's like the national anthem. So me being there is like, oh, it's like really amazing. It's a privilege, and I think no real word can actually explain the feeling, when you put that jersey on.
Patson, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's almost the same. Like you can't really describe like the feeling into words unless you experience it because uh, it's like it's a dream come true. There's a lot of people that play football and you're one of them who's like representing your nation. Like Wilfred say, even me when I was young, I remember when uh, Zambia won the 2012 AFCON, I was at home and we were watching and the game was played, I think it was around like 10 p.m. or something. And after the game, everyone just went in the streets, like without thinking about anything. They were just like celebrating, like, just the unity that it brings to the nation and just to have that thought that you are part of uh, that equation which brings people together, that unites the nation, bringing joy. It's just an amazing feeling that you can't trade for anything, you know, and it's something that you always want to just continue experiencing for the rest of your life.
Patson, you've said in the past that everything you do is for people back home. Can you talk about the sense of responsibility that comes with that? What does it mean to you knowing that the next generation looks up to you while the older generation takes pride in all of your achievements?
Yeah, I think it's a responsibility that I love, I should say, because I know that I have this responsibility to shape the next generation. So, because whatever I'm doing, it kind of like gives them direction that whatever I'm doing, it's what's making me to be where I am today. So I'm teaching a lot of people how to live without even knowing them or without even saying anything. And I was once in that position where I was looking up to other people, the way they were living, what made them succeed. And now to be in this position, I think it's a responsibility that I really appreciate that I'm one of those people who has taken up this responsibility, because they say that you have to be the change that you want to see. And that's what I always just try to do, just be the change that I want to see.
Wilfred, you've started your own foundation called OWN. Why is it so important for you to use your platform to give back?
Yeah, it's one thing, you know, because I was once a kid where uh, my dad was a soldier. I didn't have anything. I had to go in the streets, like sell things and to get money to buy boots or to give my mom or something. So giving back is a natural thing. It's not based on entitlement or anything. It's just a natural thing. I feel it helps people. It helps people who actually idolize you to see what you're actually doing. I feel like it's a way to touch base on the community and to actually reach out, that you can actually like be in contact with me, in as much as you see me on TV or something. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're all humans, and it's just a sign of encouragement to make them feel like loved and relieved. Yeah.
I love that. Courage, unity, responsibility, and respect.
Yeah.
Those four words are on the floor of your dressing room. How do these values resonate with the cultural values from your African heritage, and in what ways has your upbringing influenced your commitment to them?
Oh yeah, yeah. It has influenced so much. It was like when I was young, those words are naturally, because I grew up in a military zone. So those words are natural daily living. You know, like it shaped me in a way where no matter where I go, there's this perspective and these things I see where you have to respect people. You know, you have to have the courage and everything. You have to just be yourself. And I think it shaped me really well growing up. Everywhere I go, people talk, and they could actually see and feel um, uh, my energy. I don't know if my energy, based on these words and based on the fact that I grew up in a military zone and these words are really strict in my upbringing. Yeah.
How about you, Patson?
Yeah, for me, I would say growing up, I think I was taught like by my family that if you want to live with other people, you have to learn how to be responsible of your own actions. You have to know that every action that you take has got consequences. Are you like brave enough? Are you courageous enough to take the responsibility? And also it helps you like when you have respect, it helps you to live with other people as well. If you want to receive respect, you have to be humble enough to give it. don't just expect to just receive respect, but you cannot give it out. So yeah, I think it's one of the core values where I come from. You have to know how to live with other people, not just the people you know, but even just the people you don't know. Like if someone is younger than you, you're not respecting them, how are they going to respect you? So you don't have to choose who to give respect and not to give respect. And at the same time, you have to have that courage to stand up for yourself as well. You have to stand up for what is right and be humble enough as well to know and listen when you're wrong as well. Take the responsibility that, oh, okay, yeah, I'm wrong at this point. I just have to get back to my head to myself. So yeah, I think it has really helped a lot as well. And as for us here as a club, you have courage knowing that you have got everyone behind you to support you. You take that responsibility for the team as well. So yeah, it has helped a lot for us as a group.
Thank you for sharing that. Switching gears, I want to talk a little bit about this season. What has the transition been like with Ruud van Nistelrooy? How has he energized this group, and how has the energy changed overall since he stepped in?
Yeah, it just made everyone understand where the direction he wants us to be. He just gave us the plan and the direction. He gave us the push was more of like being confident because he knows the quality in the room. He played against us when he was in United, so he saw the quality, he know the quality, and I feel he's just made everything very basic and make us understand like we have to actually go back to the basic and just do our thing because the quality is there and just leading us based on the direction he wants us to be. And you see, hopefully we're growing into it and slowly, steady, we'll get there.
Do you guys feel like there's pressure at this point in the season, given the challenges that you've already faced so far? And if so, how are you handling that?
Well, it's not even just about how the season began. Pressure is always there. It will always there. It will always be there. Whether you're winning games, there's pressure for you to keep winning games. If you're not winning games, there will be pressure for you to start winning games. So pressure will always be there. But the most important thing is to make sure that you rise above the pressure. You don't have to let it define you. And like Wilfred has said, we know the quality that's in the team. It's just about making sure we follow what the manager is asking of us, stick together, go back to the basics, and just enjoy. That's what he says. We have to enjoy football. This is what we chose to do. We have to love and enjoy what we are doing, knowing that, oh, if I do this, Wilfred has got my back. He's going to follow me. He's going to do this. He's going to fight for me. It helps us a lot. So we don't have to be so much worried, and we just have to focus on every game that we play. And yeah, whether pressure is there or not, we have to enjoy it and just make sure that we play our game.
Yeah. So you guys fought your way back to the Premier League. What did your experiences last season teach you, and how have they made this group stronger?
It has actually made us stronger because it is difficult down there. It's difficult in the championship. We knew how difficult it was, what we have to do, how we have to travel, and the games we have to play week in, weekdays, week out, like too many games, So it is one thing where coming up will be like we don't want to experience this anymore. Like this has actually shaped us and shaped our mindset based on the fact that it's not every team that go down there that come up immediately. They struggle. So I think like going forward is that thinking has been in our mind based on trying to stay focused and win games. Yeah.
Wilfred, Patson, thank you both so much for your time, and I wish you guys the best of luck this season.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.